Pro bending was an interesting inclusion in Legend of Korra. I kinda go against the popular sentiment that pro bending was just a needless inclusion into the plot that watered down the art that is bending and was overbearing to the plot. I believe that there's a lot more to pro bending than people give it credit for. The world of Korra is a lot less spiritual than the world that we last saw in Last Airbender. Republic City is the big example of the new modern world that we are currently living in. For many, pro bending is seen as this big development and pro bending expression in a post-war world. We see how far bending has evolved as an art form in the past 100 years. While there are plenty of people like Tenzin out there who see pro bending as just a mockery of the fine art that is bending, something that anybody could do, which is by design. Like I said, we are in a far less spiritual world than we last saw. We're in the Jazz Age. Excess modern development technology has led to a fall in traditional values and traditional spirituality. And pro bending is seen as just another step in that progression. It is seen as the pinnacle of that development. But over the course of this very short run that it has, it shows that it's not as concrete as previously thought. Korra's initial struggle with the physical side of airbending was levied through pro bending. It created an outlet for her to open up her style, to loosen up her stances, to develop her maneuvering and her reaction time to that of an airbender, and Tenzin takes note of this. It's a modern interpretation of a traditional concept, and because of this, Korra is able to grasp the concept of airbending, something that she was initially struggling with, and she is able to develop and later on be able to airbend. Without pro bending, she would not be able to master all four elements. This was an important part of her journey as an avatar. Korra's participation in the pro bending tournament also works as a catalyst for the new Team Avatar's development, acting as a catalyst for the group to get together and for them to gel and develop together as a team. We see them struggle through interpersonal issues that damn near cost them the tournament, and we see them work through it as teams to win to get to the finals. This is an important part of building the new Team Avatar that we're going to be following for the rest of the series. Most importantly, the tournament works as a bridging point for Republic City's major issues with Amon and the Equalists, with them attacking the finals of the tournament and using the cheating champions as the key example in their war against Bender oppression. These are the people that are being held up by modern society. These people who use bending to cheat and exploit people, and these are the people that are being celebrated. These are the people being championed as the supposed best benders in the world, and they are just proving Amon's point. Pro bending created a lot of good within the series in the short run that it had. It was a great bit of world building in this new world that we find ourselves in, and it really created interesting character developments for the characters that are going to be important going forward for not just this season, but for the rest of the series now that we're building a new Team Avatar. And that's why I stand by